All right. If you're an author in 2025, you know the feeling, right? Getting your book noticed can feel like you're shouting into a hurricane. So, how do you actually break through all that noise? Well, today we're going to break down this really powerful three-part game plan that does just that. It's all about building your home, engaging your community, and then expanding your reach. So, let's dive right in. I mean, this is the question, isn't it? It's what keeps authors staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. You've got thousands of new books dropping every single day. And you're not just up against other books. You're competing with Netflix, with social media, with, well, everything. So how in the world does your story find its person? Okay, so here's the good news. You don't need some magic bullet or secret trick. The research here is super clear. The most successful authors, they don't just do one thing. Nope. They build a smart, solid plan that covers a few different bases. And that plan, we can break it down into what we're calling the marketing trifecta. Just 3 core parts. Number 1, you've got to build your home. Number 2, you engage your community. And number 3, you expand your reach. Let's get into what each of those actually means. All right, part 1, building your digital home. So, what is this? This is all about creating the online spaces that you own and control. Seriously, think of it like this. Are you going to build your own beautiful storefront, or are you just going to rent a tiny little stall in someone else's giant, noisy, chaotic market? And this distinction it's absolutely crucial. On one side, you've got your owned platforms. That's your website, your email list. You're the boss. You make the rules. But on the other side, you've got the rented spaces, social media. You're basically just a tenant there. And the landlord, the algorithm, man, they can change the rules, raise the rent, or even kick you out overnight with zero warning. Your foundation has got to be built on the stuff you actually own. So what do you need for this home base? Well, first off, a dedicated author website. This is your central hub, your home on the internet. And you've got to make sure people can actually find it, which is where SEO comes in. But you know what's maybe the most important piece of all? Your email newsletter. This is your direct line to your biggest fans. No algorithms, no gatekeepers. It's just you and them, building a real connection. Okay, so you've built your home. Now what? It's time for part 2, engaging your community. And look, this is not about just shouting, "Buy my book," into the void. It's about being smart. It's about finding out where your readers are already hanging out and talking about books, and then just joining the conversation like a normal, cool person. And this is where all the action is, really. You've got the big ones, of course, like Book Talk and Bookstagram, but it goes so much deeper than that. We're talking about working with influencers, getting those all-important reviews on sites like Goodreads and Amazon, linking up with other authors for cross-promotions. You see, you're not just marketing, you're becoming a real part of the whole book world. There's a line from the source material that just hits the nail on the head here. It says, "Relationships built on shared interests and authenticity are more impactful than broad transactional promotions." And that's it, right there. It's not about the transaction, it's about the connection. And the whole point of all this, the big goal, is to build up something called social proof. Think about it. When you're deciding on a book, what's more powerful, a random ad or a recommendation from a friend or a book blogger you trust? It's the recommendation every time. That's what social proof is. It's using trusted voices to help new readers find you. All right, that brings us to our third and final pillar, expanding your reach. So if your home base is your foundation and your community is your network, this is your megaphone. This is how you start shouting from the rooftops and getting your book in front of people who've never even heard of you before. So this is where we get a little more proactive. We're talking about things like super targeted ads on places like Amazon, BookBub, or Meta. We're talking about getting out there, speaking gigs, author events, you name it. And of course, building up that all-important buzz before you launch, with cool teasers, cover reveals, and giveaways. And these megaphone actions, they get you real, powerful results. Ads can drive sales right now. Events create those amazing personal connections with readers. And a great pre-launch campaign, man, that can create a wave of excitement that just might push your book straight to the top of the charts. So, there you have it, the 3 big pillars: building your home, engaging your community, and expanding your reach. But the real secret, the real magic, isn't in doing just one of these things. It's about how they all work together. See, the key to winning at book marketing in 2025 isn't just picking one of these and going all in. It's all about balance. You need that solid foundation of your home base, you need the genuine connections from your community, and you need the power of your megaphone, all working together in harmony. It's kind of like a three-legged stool. The most effective authors, they're doing all three things. They're building their own assets, they're genuinely engaging with readers, and they're proactively reaching out to find new ones. Try to stand on a stool with only one or two legs, and the whole thing just falls apart. You need all three. So you've poured your heart and soul into writing your book. The story on the pages is done. But now you have to ask yourself a new question. What story is your marketing going to tell?